Hi, I'm makeup artist Polly Osmond and I'm here with Angel Lindsay at the Victoria's Secret Beauty Lab, and we're going to show you how to get the gorgeous look from the Victoria's Secret Fashion Show 2013. To get the gorgeous skin that the girls had for the show, we're using the VS Tinted Moisturiser. The way to apply these is almost like your own moisturiser. So I put some in my hand, like this, and then rub it together, and then apply it on the face, just like a moisturiser.
Do you have any tips for finding the perfect shade for you?
I think a lot of people may use a tinted moisturiser in the summer months, so I always advise buying two colours, one for the winter months and then one a shade darker for the summer months. For the eyes, I'm using the VS Eyeshadow Quad in Eye Contact, and I'm going to use the base just on the lid. It's a very light colour, and then I'm going to take it right up to the eyebrow just to give a little bit of highlight there.
What does putting the highlight on the brow bone do?
Well, it opens up the eye, and especially for when you're doing the runway shows, the lights kind of bounce off it and just give this gorgeous luminous effect on the eyes. And then in the inner eye, I'm just going to use this gorgeous champagne colour and taking it right into the corner here.
These colours are perfect for so many occasions. We wore it on the runway, and we also use it a lot on our photo shoots. But it's great for like going out or a date night or even a daytime look. There's 4 different colors, so you can really mix it up.
Yeah, well, you can wear the lighter colours during the day and just add sort of a tiny bit of the darker colour. In the evening, really vamp it up. Now I'm just going to take the highlighter, just look up for me, into the corner and then slightly underneath the eye. To get a nice wing on the eye, I'm going to show you how to do it with a tiny bit of paper. Some people use tape, but if you use tape on the skin it could mess up the foundation. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of triangular piece of paper and hold it there with my fingers, and with the darker colour just work into the eye and into the crease.
For me, I think adding a wing is great because I have such round, big eyes. And sometimes I really like to play up a cat eye.
Well, some people struggle with it because they can't get, you know, the wing. As you can see there, you get that line, and then what we do is blend it afterwards. So just with the brush, just keep blending that shadow into the lid. With the bottom, just add it onto that wing and blend it in. To really intensify the lid, I'm just going to use the eyeliner in dark chocolate. Take it around the lash line and underneath, and also in the waterline. And then with the brush, I'm just going to blend it into the eyeshadow. So I'm going to finish the eyes off with the Volume Lift mascara. Just lifting the eye a little bit just to get right in the base of the lashes. And this mascara really makes the lashes look like they've got length, definition and volume. For the cheeks, I'm going to use the Luminous Mineral Blush Duo in Starlet. I'm going to use more of the lighter side because Lindsay's skin is fairer. And I'm using this thicker brush because it really gives a nice buff on the skin.
When you're applying blush, where is the correct placement? Because sometimes I feel like I might put it too low or too high.
When you're smiling like you were, I always start in the middle of the cheeks and then just take it up onto the highlights of the cheeks. Finally, for the lips, I'm going to use the Colour Drama lipstick. And this is a gorgeous natural lip tone, which just gives that sultry pout. So I'm just, as it's quite a light lipstick, I'm just working it very quickly and evenly across the lip. And there's just one final little trick. And that's if you use a tiny little bit of base of the eyeshadow and just add it to the highlight of the lip there. And it will just give that nice bow a little bit of a highlight. And there we have those sultry eyes, the rosy bronze cheeks, and these gorgeous lips.
Hi, I'm hairstylist Paul Merritt, and we're here today with Lindsay, and we're going to create the look from the Victoria's Secret show. Along with Victoria's Secret's hairstyling products, I'm going to be using GHD professional hairstyling tools. One of the key things to this look is to create a foundation. Victoria's Secret's Body and Hold volumizing mousse gives us that. So we work that through the hair first, we dry it into the hair, and this will give us the texture and the movement that we need. When you're doing your hair at home, sometimes it's good to section it off and work on areas rather than trying to do it all. If you divide the hair into 4, then it gives you 4 simple panels to work on. What we're going to do is we're just going to section the front out of the way.
This is a great tip for me because I have so much hair and it's often really hard to do my own hair, so I'm definitely going to use this one at home.
Just going to work on this panel first. I'm just going to take a small section. I'm going to lift the hair up and we're going to apply the product. I'm going to use the volumizing mousse and I'm just foaming it into my hand. I'm just going to use a comb just to whip it up a little bit into the comb, and we're just going to work it through with the comb. So you're not getting loads and loads of product. It doesn't get gloopy then. So once the volumizing mousse is in the hair, we're going to go through with the GHD round brush and the GHD Air, which is the professional hairdryer from the range. And basically, we're going to work the brush through and just dry the mousse into the hair, creating a little bit of volume, but not too much. So we've just completed the blow dry with the volumizing mousse and the GHD Air. How does it feel?
It feels a lot smoother, yeah. And it has just the right amount of volume, which is the key to get the Victoria's Secret angel hair.
To create the Victoria's Secret wave, I'm going to use the GHD Tri-Zone Styler. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the hair around 2 fingers. I'm going to use the styler to clamp the hair.
What are the benefits to using this styler as opposed to a curling iron?
Sometimes with a curling iron you get that real ringlet,
Right.
whereas this I think is more of a modern wave. So it's a slightly different kind of technique. And what you get is you get this. And while it's still hot, I'm just going to pin it up. Little pin in there and hold it. So when you put heat on hair and you set hair, if you can let it cool down, you're going to get more of a defined curl. So I'm just working on the last quarter, up to the parting. The parting on the show wasn't dead centre, it was wherever it fell. So I'm just letting the hair fall where it wants to fall, and I'm just going to work up to that parting. The key when you get to this area is to drag the roots, so we don't get too much curl on top. So this becomes a bit smoother through here.
So do you want the volume more at the bottom than at the top?
I think for this season the hair was a little bit flatter. It still had volume in there, but it wasn't as big. The volume was coming from sort of your cheekbone down. So once it's all in pins, I'm just going to use a bit of hold and finish hairspray. Just work through the look. You know, depending on your hair type again, if your hair's fine, or you know, it just helps hold the setting and gives it the gloss that we want. Okay, so now I'm just going to take out the set. So I'm just going to take out the pins, and you'll see a kind of a wave sort of form. It's not like a curl, it's just like a nice little S-bend. I'm just going to take all this out and then we'll start to dress it out. So I'm just breaking it up with my hands. And Lindsay, you're an expert with your hair, so what would you normally do right now?
So I like to just like flip my hair over a couple times, you know, whatever I'm doing. So at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, before I went on, just flip your hair over, give it a little bit of a shake, and then flip back. And you have that like sexy tousled Victoria's Secret angel hair.
I'm going home. So as you can see, the look is, you've got the wave, It's not a curl, and you've got these kind of loose little flyaways, but it's still very glossy, very shiny, which gives it the sexiness.
I love it.
Yeah?
I feel like an angel. Totally transformed.
Cool. That was my job done.
This is a way for women at home to get beautiful Victoria's Secret hair.